Hi Virgo, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So I immediately had 3 cards fall out, and that one feels like that needs to go down. So you must have a lot to say today. All right, let's see what we got. 4 of Pentacles, hanging on to your money about something. Queen of Cups, 7 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So let me think about this. All right, so the first thing that I'm thinking here is I feel like you might be thinking about taking a new job. Because the 9 of Pentacles in the upright position would be kind of like you're picking the rewards of everything that you have been working for. And with that in the reverse position, that makes me think that you are not seeing the benefit of what you've been doing. And perhaps there could be a little bit of deceit going on at your workplace. And and the Queen of Cups came in, so that makes me feel like you've been a little emotional about something, but it feels like since everything's like coming in with Pentacles, something's going on in your workplace. Oh, okay. So because you're hanging on with your money, and there could be some deceit going on, you're not trusting what is going on in your work environment. It could be somebody that you're working with that you're not trusting. It could be your boss that you're not trusting. It feels like you are thinking, and it's got your emotions all kind of whacked out. So I feel like you're kind of like, something's up, something's going on. I know something's going on. I can feel it in my gut. And you're thinking about maybe going to look, or you're expecting to have to go look for a new job or something. And there's the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, that would be almost like an offer. Maybe you threw out to some friends that said, hey, I'm thinking about changing my job, so if you hear of anything, let me know. I don't feel like this has happened yet. This feels like this is just going on in your head at the moment. With the 7 of Swords, it's kind of a case of, I don't want to deceive myself. I don't want to get caught with my pants down. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like, I don't want to get caught with my pants down. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money right now because I'm not sure I'm going to have a job much longer. I don't trust some of the people that I'm working with. You are paying attention to your instincts and your gut feelings and your emotions, and this is what's telling you this. So you're thinking, so you are either thinking about walking away, or you're getting prepared for losing your job, because you can just feel something is off. Something is off with work. Okay. I want to see what it says emotionally, what's going on here. So what are your emotions? I mean, I kind of feel like I know what that is already, but this helps me build on the story. So emotionally, what is going on with this situation at work that's got you a little freaked out, feeling like there might be some deception? The exhausted card came out, but I feel like that needs to be in the upright. That maybe it's like you're like working. Or the other one is, it did come up in reverse. The other one could be you haven't been working as much as normal. And that is not normal for you to be working as much, which is like, that's like the first clue in your brain. It's like, normally this time of year, we would be working overtime. We would be doing this. This would be going on. And all of a sudden you're like, I have a lot more free time on my hands than normal. Something's up. So that's like one of the red flags that's kind of going on in your gut, is something about the normal rate or normal, like, like I said, there's something that feels off with something that's going on. They haven't said anything like you haven't gotten the word, we're going to close the company in a month. We're going to close the doors in a month, but we're not telling any of our employees because, we don't want them all to leave. So there's something like that that's going on. This feeling of something's not on the up and up. Something's in the background. Something deceitful is going on, and you can feel it. It's like you're sniffing it out. It's kind of like you're putting all the stories together in your head, and you're like, your gut's telling you something is off about your work. Next card is, and you are not feeling empowered. I mean, you should be feeling empowered if you are paying attention to your instincts. But it's unnerving to have that feeling of like, I know something's getting ready to happen. I don't know whether I'm going to get the axe and they're going to cut my job, or if the whole business is going south, or, my boss has decided he's selling the company and that's going to change everything. So it's something like that is going on. What else is going on emotionally that's got you resentful? Well, that could be that somebody else got a raise that you should have gotten, and that's making you feel resentful. That's messing with your emotions. So that could be one of the red flags that it's time to look for another job. Let me see what else is going on emotionally here. Embarrassed. Self-conscious, awkward, exposed. I'm not sure why you would be embarrassed. Whoever that resonates will know why you feel embarrassed. Let me keep going here. Grief. I feel like you're already like stressing out because you're like, oh my God, heartbroken, or that's coming, or you feel that coming. It's like, it's like in your head, you're like, oh my God, I've been in this place for 20 years. I'm like, it's going to break my heart if they close the doors, or if I have to leave, or if I get fired. So there's a lot of attachment to this job. Even though it may not have been the best thing for you, it feels like there's a lot of attachment, physical, emotional, like your money is tied to this job, your soul is tied to this job, and you're just, it's the signs are coming that the universe is about ready to change things up on you. Loving. How does that play in? I don't know how loving plays into any of that. If you do, let me know. All right, let me think. What cards do I want next? I want these. Oh, God. They're way far away. All right. So, what things do you need to keep your eye on for? We've got some emotions. These are, okay, so let's talk about more red flags. Some other red flags that may be going on that's got you kind of thinking that it might be time to move on to another job, take another job, that this place is not where you're meant to stay. What are some other signs, signals Expansion. Okay. So it could be, that could be the company said, hey, we're expanding, we're going to be making a lot of changes, and you're like going, oh, and this is not going to be in my best interest if they start making and expanding, and guilt. So you feel guilty about something. This is kind of funny, but this is the first thing that popped into my mind. I used to work for Heath Candy Plant in the sales and marketing department, and they were selling to Leaf. And I remember being interviewed by somebody with the new company, and I said something about I didn't have enough to do to keep me busy. And I remember one of the head honchos got like really mad at me and saying, why would you tell them that? So what makes me think is like he had a lot of free time on his hands too. And maybe you're feeling a little bit guilty about something in that respect. Okay. Impartiality and mysticism. What else? This is... Okay, the impartiality that comes into me is like, it doesn't seem like anybody cares about the work anymore. So there used to be a lot of, everybody was like proud of what they did. And the community that used to be at your work seems to have just kind of, everybody's just like, whatever, nobody cares. And you're working with a bunch of people that are putting out half-ass work or whatever, and it just doesn't seem like anybody cares. The mysticism to me is feeling like that is your intuition that is telling you something is off. What else is something that's telling you that like things are not on the up and up here? That there's some changes coming that might not be in your best interest. I think is how changes are coming that are not in your best interest. Vanity. That makes me think that the boss is spending or blowing money on things that are not important. Okay, so this, I've heard this happens. Places have budgets, yearly budgets, $10,000 on advertising or whatever, and they don't spend it all. And so, but if they don't spend it all, they won't get it all next time. So they have to make sure they spend every dime of what's in their budget. And it feels like it's one of those cases where he's going out and blowing a bunch of money on stupid stuff, because if he doesn't spend it, he's not going to get that next time. And he's being frivolous with some of the money. That's kind of what's feeling about that. So let me see. What time is it? 13 minutes. I have lots of cards on the table. Okay. You know what? I feel like I want my angel therapy. This is what the angels would like to tell you about. I feel like I want to say trusting the universe, trusting your intuition, and knowing that you are correct in sniffing out whatever you're sniffing out. So solar plexus chakra, it is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. So if that means you leaving a job where you feel like something is off, they're telling you that's the right thing to do. And the other one is the throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak the truth. So there might be something that you want to do, is kind of call some people out on some stuff. You feel like you need to, some things that you could do is, yes, you could just keep your mouth shut and wait and see what the fallout's going to be. But I feel like you keeping your mouth shut and not saying anything and not getting the answers that you really need is starting to like mess with it's starting to freak you out. And so maybe speaking up and getting to the bottom of it quicker will help get rid of the torture, because I feel like there's a little bit of torture that's kind of going on. Like I said, it's like you're afraid to spend any money because you're afraid you're going to lose your job or whatever. And so if you speak up and kind of just get to the bottom of it and like ask somebody, is like, what's going on? And I should have been working 80 hours this time last year and not 40. What's going on with that? Or I saw something fishy going on, or, I've been seeing a lot of people whispering around, or whatever the case is. Maybe if you speak up, you can get to the bottom of it a little quicker, and that might help you make your decision about what you need to do. Is it, do I need to leave now? Do I need to be putting 10 resumes out? Or do I just need to be putting feelers out? How serious is this? What else? Cancel, clear, delete. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. Yeah, it does feel like there is a lot of negative thinking going on with this. Even though I've only got the 7 of Swords out here. It does probably, like I said, I feel like you're kind of going around in circles like, oh my God, what do I do? And your emotions are all over the place. So keep an eye on that negative thinking, because that kind of is what manifests. Is your worst case scenario is usually what manifests. So let's see what this one says. Crystals. The energy of crystals supports and helps you with your present situation. And if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. I want to do one last thing here. I've been using my Raising Your Vibration cards that I made up. So, if you are going to need to manifest a new job or a better environment, it is wise to raise your vibrations, because that allows whatever new that you want to bring in to come in. If you raise your vibrations, because you attract what you are. So if your vibrations are down here really super low, you're not going to attract anything worth a darn, and it's probably just going to stress you out even more. So if you can literally like go out and start, making sure, it's hard to convince people to do that, to be honest, because they don't really get it. Trust. Trust the universe. Trust that what is getting ready to go down is in your best interest. And sometimes that is really super hard to do when you do not know what is coming and what is planned by the universe. Compassion. I feel like that is perhaps seeing maybe the boss's point of view and understanding why they kept things a secret or whatever. Peace. These are all things that can raise your vibrations to help you bring in, if you're going to be looking for a new job or going to be needing a new job, trust and peace, I feel like, are kind of on the same wavelength. There is knowing that everything will work out to your best interest. Passion. This might give you an opportunity to start working on your life purpose and your passion. Satisfaction, knowing that you did absolutely everything you could do, and you can walk out with your head high if that is what's going to happen. One more. Water. Drink more water. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I will see you guys middle of September. I don't know I don't know any Virgos that this applies to, so maybe that will apply to somebody. I will see you guys middle of September. Have a great whatever. Bye. Labor Day. Yeah, bye.